Welcome to the like, look. No, my cousin's been counting in peace.
My latest project, The End of Flat, I used a lot of themes of substance abuse in it, which I feel like I try to bring people in with that, like, oh, I relate to this, but then start making it like a self-aware type thing, like, this is what I'm doing, and this is how it's affecting me, this is how it's going bad in my life, these are the pros, these are the cons.
The main thing that inspired the themes in my project, I would say, was my trauma. And the thing is, it's not just my trauma, it's trauma in general. I realized that a lot of the pain I was going through from my family was only caused by the trauma that they were harboring inside themselves that they weren't able to acknowledge. The whole point of that album was to create a forced evolution, because me personally, it took a lot to grow.
I ain't good at letting go. I've been pouring out my soul. I've been trying to take control, and I know it. Flying, I've been flying like a crow. I've been doing this for sure. I've been switching up my flow, and I know it. Crying, I've been crying on my...
The fact that I focused so much on the album and wanting to put out an album, it forced me to really grow with the album. And once I dropped the album, I realized a lot of the pain that I had when I first started, it all dissipated because I learned to release it and not keep it out. And I hope people are able to gain something from that. I hope people are able to see the true message behind my words and not just focus on the curse words or the fact that I'm talking about hoes and bitches here and there. I don't get no hoes. I'm single.
As you see with a lot of my songs, there's a lot of screaming, but at the same time, there's a lot of like chillness to it, and it just kind of resonates with my brain because most of the time I'm a chill person, but at the same time I'm also like, I'm going through stuff and, you know, I'm quiet, but at the same time I just want to yell and just let all my anger out. But my music is like a place where I can just let it out without people getting hurt. Growing up, I listened to a lot of like old punk, like, I wouldn't say punk, but like Sublime, Bob Marley, Linkin Park, a lot of like the old school stuff. That's always been very much an influence to me. Now, like post-hardcore, emo scene, that has all been wound up into like my music. It's all like, I'm trying to like merge it all into one thing. And it's still evolving from that because, you know, I'm still trying to experiment, get more of my own sound too.
When we did Blockwork TV, I am not going to lie to you. The first moment I would have said was dropping the album, but dropping How Does It Feel, a song on the album, and having it done with Blockwork TV, for myself showed me that I was able to accomplish way more than I gave myself credit for, because I know people love my music, don't get me wrong, but I'm so hypercritical of myself, and on top of that, I never give myself enough time to enjoy the wins. So seeing Blockwork actually come through fruition with how long it took for it to actually happen, with the delays and me losing faith, and just seeing the song blow up to 50, I think it's at 54K views right now on Blockwork TV's channel. That just, I turned my dreams into reality, so.
I'll probably say when I performed in front of 800 people, cause I was going through like so much shit, and I was like, forget it. Like, I know it's 800 people gonna be here, so I hit them up and I was like, yo, can I perform a song in front of like my hometown? Cause that would just be like the most important thing to me. The only thing that gave me the inspiration to actually ask that question was because I was like, I wanna like die, like I was that low, so. And he said yes, and I got to perform in front of 800 people, a song that was about my mental health, and a lot of people, I feel like, resonated with it, felt like, okay, yeah, I am doing what I'm supposed to do. Universal messages.
I will say, all my music, there's no rap cap. I only make music based on what I've actually dealt with. So I'm not gonna, you know, jump on the whole universal experience kind of thing, because I don't know if my music is just universally sound. I don't know if everybody around me understands it, but what I know is I authentically give you what I have and everything that I have. I put my all in my music, so whatever people think of it, whatever they deem of it, I don't really care, and I don't really find a way for it to affect me, because I love what I put out. And that's about it.
I mean, I try to keep it broad, you know what I'm saying? I feel like keeping it too broad is where you get lost in like not having replay value. Maybe I don't struggle with pills, but I will make a song where I'm saying that I like almost as if I struggle with pills, because I know a lot of people who relate to me on a lot of aspects also struggle with that. So it's like I can make this from both of our point of views. I listen back to my music and I know other people do too. So I want it to be like we can both listen back, feel that experience, and grow from it 100%.
I started off very young, I would say like 16, 15 in high school. I was making music with my friends. We were just making like meme songs. You know, at that point in time, I really didn't know much about making music. I had no flow, and basically it was all jokes. It didn't really mean anything other than just trying to be funny. But as I started to delve into it more and more, I started digging into myself as a person and then putting more of my emotion capability into like putting more of me into my songs. Like I try to make my songs me. Like you hear this shit or my music, you're gonna be like, oh, this is Cerberix, this is who he is. And you know, it gives it a lot of deeper meaning than what it is now, than what it was. And honestly, it's just an evolution of how I am as a person and I'm growing. I want to say my unreleased song right now called Quiet Kid, because I feel like it's a step beyond what I've been making and a new sound that it might take over what I've been making. And I think a lot of people like, because it signifies me growing up, like being a quiet kid. I didn't really talk that much because I was kind of scared to be myself from people like low-key putting me down when I was trying to show people myself. I don't know, it never got like a really good input from people. So it's kind of like a message like, yeah, I'm a quiet kid, but now it's the time I'm gonna let everyone hear me.
At Caleb Matters, you know, go follow me. Don't even go follow me. Go listen to me on SoundCloud at FLVTLINE or at Caleb Matters again, because I just love experiments. Shout out PI, shout out Alex, shout out Zealous.
Insta, ASAP_OPPA, you feel me? It's TooShifty, owner Shift.
Cerberix.333 on Instagram. Follow me on SoundCloud, Cerberix, CERBERX. Shout out to Public Intoxication. Shout out Caleb for bringing me into here. You know, all happened at one moment. Saw him at that show. Now we're here making history.
Shift your ear.